Hey everyone, so finally I am back! These are my new digs. As you can see, I've still got my lights and I've still got my lovely picture of a bridge here, so it's still pretty homey, of course. Between my house flooding and having to put an opera on and a ton of other things, it's taken me a month to now film this video, and I am so sorry that it's taken me so long. But finally I'm back and I am so happy to be making a new video. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make some wall decorations. You can hang these in your room, you can hang them in the kitchen, in the living room, wherever you want to. So here's what it looks like. I've used a 12 by 12 canvas, and there's some book pages on here and a lovely illustration right in the middle. These are things that you're gonna need. So you're gonna need, I'm gonna use 3 canvases because I'm gonna do a set of 3 of these. You're also gonna need some Mod Podge. I always pronounce this wrong, so if you hear it wrong during the video, you're gonna have to forgive me. This is just some crafting glue. It's water-based sealer, glue, and finish. So you can use this for anything. I've used this before to put some sparkles on shoes and it worked fantastic. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Maybe I won't. I probably won't because the shoes already have sparkles on them. You're also going to need a paintbrush, as you're going to be painting this Mod Podge onto the canvas and then sticking over top what you like. Well, I found a book at the thrift store. It's just an older looking book. It's some nice pages, but it had really pretty pictures in that I wanted to use. So these are some of the pictures. These aren't so pretty necessarily, but here are some of them. So they have these beautiful illustrations in them. And here's some other, these are all Shakespeare illustrations. These are actually the original costume designs that would have been used in Shakespearean plays. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing here. What I did is I ripped these pages right out of the book. This is all the text pages that I'm using. You can see here, it's just ripped right out. I tried cutting these pages out and it did not work at all. So rip them out if you can. As you can see here, all I did was just pull down and take the page right out, just like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be pasting these pages all along the canvas, and then we're gonna put the illustration in the middle of the canvas as kind of a highlight to it. So let's get started here. I have some Mod Podge on my brush here, and I'm gonna start painting right up in this corner. And just all over here. There we go. Yes, you can see me. So I'll just paint all in the corner. Be very generous with this. It's glue. You don't want to have not enough glue and have these fall off. So all on here. And you also want to get the edges. If you don't get the edges, it's going to look really funky to not have any of the pages glued on the edges. So just painting here. Alright, so I have plenty of glue. Take the page and stick it down to where there is glue. Now because Mod Podge, see there, I said it wrong. Because Mod Podge is a finishing glue, you can go right over the edge with this and glue these edges down. Make sure this is nice and even. There we are, so we have our first page glued down. Like I said, you also want to keep it, you also want to have it on the edges here. So I put glue on the back. Now I'm just getting all the edges down. Now I'm going to fold this over, just like so. We'll be cutting all of the excess off, so don't worry about this big flappy bit. So let's just make sure that we've painted down all the corners, or all the edges I should say. There is our first sheet. Alright, since we have our first page down, it's time to put our second page on. Isn't this exciting? So, again, more glue. And you're going to want to overlap the pages because if you don't, it's going to look not very uniform and not like it's a canvas full of pages, but canvas pages glued side by side. So you'll want to overlap. be very generous with the glue so that it sticks. The next one is going to go down here and kind of up onto there. Second page, I'm going to put it, let's see here, you can put them anyway. I'm not using a pattern, I'm not using any specific technique for this. Make sure that it's flat and that it is indeed going to stick. So, glue, edges, do the skin. I should mention that for this project you can use absolutely anything you want. I use book pages and book illustrations, but if you want you can use magazines, you can use things you've printed, you can also use a map that's cut up and that you put on a canvas. So be creative. Here we go. Now we have 2 pages. So I'm going to continue and finish this off and I will be right back. So now that I've glued all of the pages onto the canvas, you can see here, all over, and it's mostly dry. You can leave it for about half an hour to an hour to dry completely. Mine's not completely done. You can see that I have excess in the back. We can cut that off later. Don't worry too much about it until you're done. But I am now going to take a picture of one of the illustrations here, and I'm going to glue it right in the middle there. So we'll take some glue. It doesn't have to be exact because we're going to cover this whole thing in Mod Podge, because I have a glossy Mod Podge, which means that I can't have it half glossy and half normal pages. So I'm going to cover the whole thing in Mod Podge in the end. You should also cover yours in Mod Podge when you're done, because then everything sticks, nothing's going to come flying off, and no corners will fly up while it's hanging on your wall or wherever you decide to put it. So it's in a spot that I like, right in the middle there. And I like what we did before. Just paint the corners down. Glue the corners down. So I have glued that right smack dab in the middle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cover the entire canvas in Mod Podge. So what that's going to do is that's going to make sure that everything, like I said, stays down, and it's going to make sure that everything is glossy. While covering the canvas with glue, make sure to use enough Mod Podge. Be generous with it, but don't use too much that the pages become wet and soggy. You might get little bubbles underneath the pages, but don't worry about it. You can smooth them out with your fingers, and once the whole canvas is dry, they'll dry themselves out and you won't be able to see them. So after accomplishing absolutely nothing while waiting for this to dry, it is finally dry. So here you can see, it has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it is all ready to go. I have cut the back. It is not perfect by any means, but I took some scissors and just trimmed along the edges. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're not going to see the side of the canvas anyway. So here you go. Here it is, complete and ready to go and ready to hang on the wall. I hope that you guys enjoyed my tutorial today. Please rate and comment and subscribe, and if you have any suggestions or any requests for me, message them to me or write them in the comments down below. And I hope to be seeing you guys soon now that I'm in my permanent place. I hope to be making more videos and putting them out to you guys as soon as I can. I hope that you guys are having a tremendous week so far and enjoy the weather wherever you are. I hope you have some nice weather, and we will see you guys later. Bye!